Hello everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In today's MTPredictor video, I'd like to have a look at one of the Indian commodity markets, crude oil. But before we do that, I'd like to go through our risk disclaimer and remind you that all examples in these videos should be considered as hypothetical. No trades are actually taken, they're just shown for illustration and trading purposes only. Remind you there's a risk of loss in trading and investing. Put another way, all professional traders know and understand, but more importantly accept, that losses can and do and will unfold. Let's have a look at how crude oil is unfolding today, which is May the 24th. We're looking at the June contract here with data from global data feeds, our preferred supplier for our Indian data over there in India. Again, that's global data feeds. So on our 5-minute chart, you can see that today we had a TS1 sell a bit earlier in the day on a black MTP trend. In other words, this was where the market was in the process of making a reversal and the trend was neutral. Let's analyze this setup. If we right mouse click over the red sell bar, which is here, right mouse click, then do analysis. This gives us our potential trade setup. We use position sizing to keep our initial risk small and under control. You can change your account here for different accounts. If I go to Tools, Accounts and Risk, you can set up your different accounts with different sizes and different currencies. If you're in India, you'd want to have Indian rupees, and you can set up your account balance and give it different account names you wish there. I've got here two accounts in rupees there. So once that's done, you can then change your account here, and as you can see, your position sizing varies to take account of the risk that you're taking, in this case less than 2%, on the account you have set up here. So let's go to the slightly larger account. So in other words, it keeps your initial risk small and under control when the losing trades do come through. And remember what I said at the start, losses will and do unfold. It's a part of any professional trading. As you can see, crude oil declined off our TS1 sell here. Again, this is on a 5-minute chart of June crude oil, and came down to the first potential profit target here, where potential profit of 4.8R or 4.8 times the initial risk was available. If you go out to a higher time frame chart, let's say the hourly chart, you can look for potential areas of support and resistance, and these are on the chart in advance. If I go back to earlier in the day here, and I go back to then the previous pivot low, can you see that's the last swing into the high? This is the previous pivot low. So if I right mouse click, do decision point, this gives an area of potential support, but most importantly, it's there on the chart in advance. So if I turn trading mode off, you can see this is where crude oil has actually declined into today. So what does that mean for your potential short trade on your 5-minute chart? Well, for traders who are a little bit more aggressive, rather than wanting to come out of our first target here, you may well want to come out or look to run the trade a little bit further into the larger degree support zone, and if you'd done that, it could have potentially increased your profit up to nearer 7.5R. As you can see, the large degree trend is deemed to still be down at this particular point. So either way, it's a good trade on MTPredictor 8, which is what we've got here, using data from global data feeds on a 5-minute chart of crude oil.